So you're worried you have nothing interesting to show or you have to be on camera to create content. That's not the case at all. Here's how us introverts, yes, I'm an introvert, can create every day, share our stories, and make impact without making it a whole reality TV show.
I don't care what you guys do!
Obviously you do! For people that want to be on camera, but don't want to be on camera, like, do you convince them to get on camera?
We believe that social media is an extroverted world, right? Because everybody's on camera, everybody's doing this, that, and the third. But when you break it all the way down, I'm with a camera by my damn self. I'm pressing record. There's no audience. There's nothing. Now, does it reach the masses? It possibly can, but it's just me and the camera, right? So if you want to, try that out. But there are so many different ways to create content that people are looking for that it doesn't always necessarily mean you have to be in front of the camera for it to be a video. So you could take a whole bunch of pictures, you put it into a slideshow, that's a video. You could take text and make it animated, that's a video, right? You can show behind the scenes, do a voiceover, and that's the video, right? So there's different ways of having video content without necessarily you being in front. Especially with the behind the scenes look, people are like, yo, my life is boring.
Right.
Okay, you think your life is boring. There is somebody who actually needs to see your life, right? So even like, for example, with you, you'd be like, man, I'm just sitting here doing interviews. Like, I'm literally at the same spot this whole time. And people would love to see the point of view that you have of like, yo, who you talking to today?
Right.
Like, who came through? Like, how many videographers you have? Who do you have in the room? Like, people are dying to see that. And people are like, nah, my life is boring. We take for granted what we do every single day because we do it every day. And it's super easy. But if we was to start documenting it and showing that simple format, do it on stories, see how it does, right? Because we as humans need to build momentum. I need to know this works before I really put all my energy to it, right? And so put it in stories, see like day in the life. Okay, boom, I'm walking my dog. Okay, maybe that doesn't get that much views, but okay, I'm about to bullet journal and write out all my tasks and how I'm feeling. And they're like, oh, you have a routine? I'm like, yeah. Like, okay. Like, okay, I went to the sauna and cold plunge. You do that? I was like, yo, I talk about content and AI all the time. Y'all concerned about when I go to the sauna and cold plunge? That's crazy. Interesting to see that what we think is not important, like it really is important to people, because there's a sense of your expertise and who you are. And so you can show one only, and then people feel disconnected. So if you show both, yo, I'm on the journey of making my company over 6 figures, right? But in the meantime, I gotta call my mom, right? Make sure she's good. I gotta go, and Instacart messed up, so I gotta go to the joint over there. And make yourself normal. This is where storytelling comes in. And storytelling is the key part of any brand. If we pay attention to anything right now, the ones that are killing it know how to tell stories. This is why Nike's been what they have, because they know how to tell stories. They're not selling shoes, they sell stories. Apple sells stories. And so we look at the best and be like, okay, how do I turn a problem into a story, a relatable story? And so my boring life is going to be turning into a story that can relate to somebody who lives in Oklahoma, right? Chilling in the crib, who may only have a 1-bedroom at the time, but can see like, yo, it's not about the space, it's about the story that you tell.
What is your framework for deciding what content to share and which ones to keep private?
That goes back to the boundaries. What boundaries have I set for myself? I already know that as being an introvert, I'm naturally private. There's a lot of things that I'm like you'll barely see mom and grandma, like my family. You barely see my fiance. You see them here and there, but not like on a steady base type vibe. Starting to show a little bit of the Lego situation. When I'm traveling, there's certain things that I'll show, what I won't show. I'm not the type that every person that I see, I'm taking pictures like, yo, let's go. Like, there is so many people, and this is not no flex, there's so many people that I just rather just have the relationship and the conversation at the time, that I know if I would have taken a picture, would have gotten a whole bunch of likes, a whole bunch of comments and things like that. And I'm just not that person. But what I do, I'm like real passionate about the interviews I watch, the tips that I find, the tools that I find. I'm cool with that. I'm being more transparent about my creative process because I understand that you got to share a little bit of yourself to make it relatable, right? I don't want to be just the tools person, the social media person. Like, you could see the journey of like, okay, here we started here, I tried this out, it didn't work. Hey, I had this team, it didn't work. We going and starting this channel, this didn't work, because it shows that like, okay, things, it just doesn't just happen. And the lights and the cameras don't negate real life as far as a creative process, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm completely open of sharing my creative journey. But when it comes to like more of my personal side, I leave that more to, let's say, my communities than necessarily the social media world, right? Because I don't necessarily feel super comfy letting my safe zone all the way out to be critiqued and given different perspectives, but I'm okay with it inside of my community. So cool. Even sometimes on the lives, one thing that I share on a seasonal basis is that I suffer through depression. Yes. And so when I feel that is a need to speak on, I'll speak on that. Or if I'm going through it, then I'll speak on it, right? In selective times, because I do know I run a creative community. And so a lot of creatives be in their own head about certain things. And so if I share my journey of the doubts, of the down parts, of the stop and go situations, then that's cool. But like, if I'm sharing, you'll never see me share no health issues. You know what I mean? Like that's another situation. I'll probably never really share my weight loss journey because I don't want to be known for that. You know what I mean? Like, I eat crumble cookies, but now I'm starting to work out. I don't want no judgment on that. Leave me alone, right? Like, it's one of those things, but it's something that I do probably at the end of the year, of where I go, what are we talking about this upcoming year? And what are we not talking about? Is there something we'll show a little bit more? Is there something we won't? Will we go a little bit deeper in this topic or go heavy on that? Cool. But yeah, that's how I decide.